Dear Katie, I am so giddy writing this letter right now. Congrats to us for getting to celebrate the best day of our lives with one another. I'm so thankful you're my partner. And 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, you'll still be my partner. How can someone be as lucky as I am? You're everything a man could possibly want in his wife. From our first days at Dickie, I knew you were special, but it blows me away just how special you truly are. Your smile takes the day from good to great. Your hugs bring me comfort. Your laughter is the highlight of my week. You have the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met, and I will do everything I can to pump more and more love into your heart all the days of our lives. You mean the world to me. Now wipe away your tears and come say I do. I love you, Thomas.
Thomas, today is the day you become my husband, the day I've been dreaming of for so long. After all these years, all the miles and days we've spent apart, and all the memories made, we are here. We are finally getting married. Thomas, you are everything to me. You make me so unbelievably happy. The second I hear your voice or come home to you, my day is better. I'm so lucky that I get to spend all of my days with you by my side. This day is so much more than a white dress and a suit. It's the beginning of the best thing we've ever done. Our marriage will be so full of joy, love, laughter, and fun. We will spend the rest of our lives crossing off bucket list items, having kids, learning from each other, and growing old together. I want you today, tomorrow, and 63 years from now. I want your weekends, your Mondays, and your vacations. I want your good news, and I'll support you in the bad. It's you and me forever, baby. You are someone that I am so proud to know and love. You will make the best husband. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for making my biggest dreams come true. Now let's get married. I'll see you at the end of the aisle. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Your almost wife, Katie.
Thomas, Katie, the day has arrived. As we prepared for this, I started thinking about this, and I thought, I'm not much of a scientific person, but I thought, what if we were to conduct an experiment? And in that experiment, what we did is we took somebody that was really friendly, came from a great family, and we connected them with somebody very similar. Maybe one of the two is pretty athletic.
Okay.
Okay, 1.5 of the two. But the other is extremely talented with music.
Okay.
Be patient. We'll get to it.
Love is patient.
Yeah. You add to that amazing families of faith that know the root of love, where it comes from. And they live it out. Mix that together with some determination, some intelligence, and some love for study, for learning, for growing. And just to annoy all of us, make those people pretty striking. Make them handsome, make them beautiful, with amazing smiles. And even more amazing is behind that smile, man, they're genuine. They're people that you meet and you think to yourself, it might be too much for me. She seems so friendly. Then you get to know them and you find out it's genuine. There's a love that comes from the depth of who they are that reaches every part of their life, whether it's as a friend or a teammate. And you get to know them and you're thankful. And then all of a sudden those two people get to know each other. Their freshman year in college and they court, they spend time together, and here we are 6 years later. So when I think about experiments, I think this is going to be a pretty amazing one to see happen. It's a gift, not just for you two, but for a bunch of people in this room. A bunch of people we've never met, to see how your lives are going to impact others. And that's what it's about. Now, there's also a bunch of people in this room that know you're not perfect. And on that list, as you guys looking at each other, you know that you're not perfect. You are in love. It is a joy, but you are very aware of your imperfections. That's also a gift. Because as we move forward in life, and as you move forward in marriage, having grace and patience with one another is key. That's where the continuing to learn, the patience, the determination, all those things will be necessary. I'm thankful to be here to celebrate with you two. I'm excited when I hear these passages read, that you know true love, that you know that Jesus Christ is in your heart and living, and that your lives, your work, your friendships, your family are an opportunity to live out that love in the most genuine and beautiful way to a watching world. To help people understand who God truly is and what God's character truly is. So if you are ready, I am ready.
Katie, I can't believe how lucky I am to be stating vows to you today. You're the best person I've ever met. So the fact that today you become my wife is truly a dream come true. You have shown the world so much love, as so many in this audience can attest to. I vow to show you as much love as I'm capable of. I will try every day, month, year, and decade to dig deeper and give you all the love in the world, unconditionally, because that's what you deserve. As many people here may have guessed, I'm the less emotional one of us two. But today, in the presence of God, all our closest family and friends, and you, I have so much I could vow. I will always be your friend. I promise I'll never stop trying to make you laugh. My favorite sight is your smile, so I will be the type of friend that works relentlessly to light your face up. I will be a friend you can truly trust, someone who will never let you down when you need me most. When we face any tough times, I will never fade in my commitment to you. I will always be honest, and I will never look at any challenge between us or in front of us as too much work. I promise to be thoughtful and kind in our everyday life. I promise I will not stop giving you unsolicited advice when you're cooking in the kitchen. I will be patient when you need patience, and I really do appreciate your patience with me. I vow to show my appreciation for you and to tell you thank you every day. I will make your needs and wishes as important as my own. It's not about me, it's about we, and I will place our family's needs as my highest priority. I will always encourage you to do what's right, do what you love, and do what you want to do. I will say yes more than I say no, and I promise to adventure with you as far as we are allowed to adventure. I vow to be a good son to your parents, a good brother to your sister, and to protect you and care for you with all my might. Growing old is scary, but you won't grow old alone. I choose you to be my lifelong partner, my best friend, and my wife. I thank God for merging our lives together, and I thank you for saying I do today. I love you so much, Katie, and I vow to love you all the days of my life.
As cliche as it sounds, I can't believe we're really here. I think back to meeting you when we were 18-year-old college freshmen and how much I liked you, that cute boy from business class. And now we're standing up here and getting married. After almost 6 years together, I'm still pinching myself. I still thank God every single day that He led me to you and that you chose me to love forever. I still feel like I'm in the honeymoon phase and have never left. Being with you has always made me feel like I am truly the luckiest girl in the world. You fill my life with so much happiness and pure joy. You treat me with such respect and care and have always made me feel so loved. You are patient with me and so honest. You have always stayed so consistent and committed to me, and you have never made me doubt your faithfulness. I trust you to guard my heart and to always keep me smiling. But just as I trust you to be this person for me, I want you to always know that you can trust me to be that person for you too. I promise to always keep you laughing as much as I can for the rest of your life. I promise to keep our lives full of adventure and fun, to stay spontaneous, and to always encourage you to say yes to my crazy ideas. I vow to always be on your team, even if I don't agree with you. I promise to be your biggest fan and supporter, and to always encourage you to pursue whatever it is you want in life. I vow to put our family first and to make choices together from this day forward. I vow to always be someone you can trust, knowing I will do everything I can to make you feel loved and supported. I vow to always be a thankful person and realize we have so much more going right than going wrong. I promise to always work to be a wife that my parents would be proud of, and a wife that your parents will be happy that you have. I vow to always keep the joy of today in my heart and to never forget how truly lucky we are. Over the last 6 years, we have overcome so much change, but the one thing that has never changed is our commitment to each other. I am so confident taking this next step because the biggest vow that I can make to you is that I vow to always love you forever.
Thomas and Katie, insomuch as the two of you have agreed to live together in holy matrimony, have promised your love to each other by these vows, by the giving of these rings, by the power vested in me by God, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Thomas, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas and Katie McCardle.
Or if I was made for you. as their relationship continued to grow, I started to think, well, I wonder if this is really the relationship for both of them. And my thought was, way to go, Katie. Because Thomas is a really good guy. But Thomas, you're a very special person. I've never been concerned about how you felt about Katie. Stacy and I are so happy to welcome you into our family. How cool is it? How wonderful is it that this day has finally arrived? I've shared this story with you many times, but when you graduated from 6th grade from Kenwood Elementary, there was a ceremony in the gymnasium. And typical me, it's 6th grade and I'm getting choked up during this ceremony. But Nana is sitting right next to me during that, and she leans over to me and says, Kev, you think those 6 years went fast. The next 6 are just going to fly. And she was so right. Before we knew it, our little girl was all grown up. The years of watching you play your piano next to my den, your music filling the house, of you and Ashley strategizing about the next Disney trip, or getting ready for your dances, of Mom getting ready and planning the next party she was going to have for you, or driving all over Ohio and Michigan to get you to your next musical performance, of me sticking good luck notes in your cross-country shoes, and you and I running miles and miles together. But time has just disappeared. You've gone from a little girl who would dance to Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky to becoming this beautiful bride. And now you have Thomas, for good. The two of you together are going to conquer the world.
Katie and Thomas will go to the end of the earth for those that they love, sharing and showing their appreciation every chance that they get. And that's no different when it comes to how they treat one another. Thomas, I imagine Katie has told you about 1 million times just this weekend how much she cares about you. But I hope you know just how deeply and how unconditionally she loves you. After lots of long nights with Katie through college, sharing some of our most personal thoughts and feelings, I can promise you that she has chosen you every day for the rest of her life long before today. And Katie, there's no way for you to have known this, but I have to tell you what a treat it is to see Thomas admiring you from across the room when you're not looking. I've seen that look a lot this weekend, and I can tell you that a lot of people would kill for a man who looks at them half as lovingly as Thomas looks at you.
And to Katie and Thomas, I'm sure you noticed that they really haven't stopped smiling the entire day, and I would typically remark on that, but it's actually pretty normal for them, especially when they're together. Thomas retired from football due to multiple concussions after the first game that Katie ever saw him play. You hate to see it, folks. But I think from around the time they met, marrying Katie was one of his goals. So you love to see it too. Because they've been pretty much inseparable ever since. Even as Thomas found his way to Toledo after graduating and Katie got her dream job in Orlando, they both became Delta Platinum members because they visited each other pretty much every other weekend. And Thomas joined his wife in Florida about 3 weeks ago. So he had to leave his job to do that, but it seems like the complete right choice. Even if I can't guarantee it's not about the concussions motivating them to live around alligators and snakes and stuff. They're going to have an amazing life together. And Thomas's ranking system seems like it's paid off because Katie is one of the sweetest, smartest, funniest women that I've ever met. And Thomas is my kid brother, and I'm incredibly proud of him. So I'd ask that everyone... Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Aha! Wait! Raise your glasses, everybody! Ha! Everybody, please raise your glasses for my best friend and his wife, Thomas and Katie McCardle. I love you both.
Thomas, for all the reasons I love you most for the way you make my sister smile when you walk into a room. I love the way you respect her and the way that her confidence has doubled since you walked into her life. I love you for supporting her obsession with Disney and her pin trading. And I love you for being the only person I can only imagine sharing my sister with. To you both, love is often sacrificing your wants for someone else's, and you both already do that so easily for one another. You have dealt with life's greatest hardships and biggest successes. You have been together through about 3 years of long distance, graduations, loss, birthdays, success in careers, bad days, and all of the quiet, intimate moments in between. It has been an honor for me to stand by you both as you have grown this life together and shared it with everyone here today. Katie, you are my best friend. But Thomas, so are you. I'm positive that I can speak for everyone here when I say that we are all better off for knowing you both and knowing your love for one another. Watching your love blossom these last few years has been so fun for me. You two have grown up and grown together in a way that inspires everyone around you. It is really hard for me to say goodbye to you both as you move across the country and start your new life together, so far from me. I guess our new long-distance relationship really is just like Nana and Janie.
So down.